and out of which the majority of the students are from Nigeria. Therefore, since we are venturing into a different kind of clientele, different kind of a region, and therefore, we thought that it would be worthwhile if we meet our academic counselors, all those people, resource persons who will be delivering these services to the students in the online mode, and tell them about what exactly we have planned for this entire program. In fact, for the online program, as some of you might be knowing, that the entire delivery of the academic program is through the learning management system, which has been developed by IGNOU in-house. And in today's meeting, we will make a presentation about the learning management system of IGNOU and how actually, what kind of responsibilities actually you have to take up while handling this kind of a target group through online mode. So without wasting much of the time, I request our Director, Center for Online Education, Professor Madhu Parhar, to please make a small presentation about this project. And after that, my colleague, Mr. Vinay, will make a presentation about the learning management system. Thank you. Now, over to you, Professor Madhu Parhar, please.
Okay.
Madam,
yeah. So I hope I'm audible now.
Yeah, you are.
yes, ma'am. Yes.
The Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Uma Kanjilar, Pro Vice Chancellor of Indira Gandhi National Open University, our Director, Regional Services Division, Dr. Pandey, our Regional Director, Regional Center Directors, all my colleagues from various schools and divisions, like I see from STRIDE, Dr. Nita Priyadarshini has joined, and all my esteemed academic counselors who are present here for this training program and orientation program. Dr. Pandey has already explained to all of you that why this project is so important. So the project is named as E-Vidya Bharati, which is being done, IGNOU is doing in collaboration with Ministry of External Affairs, where Government of India decided that we will be imparting education in various African countries. Hence, IGNOU was identified as one of the universities, and we are imparting education into the African countries, and 19 African countries have opted our programs, and that through online programs. So I will just make a brief presentation. After the presentation, you can ask questions, and then my colleague Vinay will be taking you through the learning management system and what will be your roles and responsibilities as academic counselors. So first of all, I must say that regional centers have identified you as academic counselors. So you are the best. And point number two, very important for us in IGNOU is that you are going to be the ambassadors of IGNOU. And you will take us and you will showcase IGNOU as well as India to these African countries. So my request will be, please see what roles and responsibilities the academic counselors will have, and let's work together and make this project, that is E-Vidya Bharati project, a very, very successful project, and we look forward to your support. So just let me see a small presentation. Vinay, can I have that, please? Okay.
Please try.
Yeah, thank you. So, okay, I'll make it full screen. So this is EVBP project, and this is the July session, and that is the first batch of students which we have, E-Vidya Bharati, as short we say. So just a brief about this project. So number of African countries here is 19. Number of online programs which these students they have offered from IGNOR, they are taking from IGNOR are 43. Number of regional centers, our regional centers from where you all belong are 12. The total enrollment of the students in these programs, 43 programs, is 2,618. We can say it's a large number, we can say it's a small number as compared to,
excuse me, ma'am. Sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt. Please make the PPT in full screen.
It is full screen only.
Ma'am, it's not showing. So just stop the sharing, make it and share the slideshow.
Okay, let me try.
And now during the sharing, just choose the slideshow.
Yes, individual slide will be better, madam.
Yeah, no, I did that only. So let me try again. I went to the slideshow itself. Mhm.
It's not working, ma'am. All slides is
The same, madam.
Click on the
So
first
I
slide,
have put
madam.
it on the slide mode only.
Ma'am, please stop the sharing first
Okay, stop sharing.
and make your PPT in the slideshow.
Share the
Let me
screen.
take Ashish has come. Let me
Yeah.
see if he can be able to help me out. Mhm. Is it okay now?
नहीं हुआ sir, नहीं हुआ.
Dr. Ashish, what
Sir,
is happening is all the slides are showing in that, all the slides are coming together. Single slide.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
सर पीपीटी में नीचे जो आइकन्स बने होते हैं ना, 3 आइकन्स होते हैं राइट एंड बॉटम साइड में, देखिए वेब, ऑल स्लाइड एंड इंडिविजुअल. इंडिविजुअल को चूज कर लीजिए, वो हो जाएगा.
सबसे पहले तो मैंने स्क्रीन सिलेक्ट में ना स्लाइड.
नहीं सर पीपीटी में देखिए नीचे जहाँ साइज आप लार्ज और वो करना है ना, उसके बगल में एक होगा.
ओके ओके.
नहीं सर, ये नहीं है.
अब आया.
नहीं, वो सारे एक साथ आ रहे हैं.
That left side, sir, that 3 icons there, the bottom. In the bottom, 90%, you come to the 3, the single slide.
Now sir, it's visible.
That close to the 90%, come to the slide view. 3 buttons are there. Click first button.
You can find that at the down that cup symbol. You can click on that. You can easily get that slideshow. At the down, you can find that cup symbol, right? Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for this.
Okay.
Okay, so we were here just a small data. That number of countries involved in this very important project is 19. Number of programs are 43. Number of regional centers those involved are only 12 because we have large number of regional centers. Total enrollment in this project from these 19 countries is 2,618. And a little breakup of the students gender-wise is male 2,199 and female 418 and others 1. So that's a little brief upon the project. Now, country-wise enrollment, if you'll see on your screens, Nigeria is the maximum. The students who enrolled from Nigeria, 1,978. Then comes Ghana and Malawi. I mean, it's 100, more than 100 and 150. And the rest, if you see in green countries, Mauritius, South Sudan, Uganda, Zambia, they are around 5,200. Rest of these countries like Congo, Ivory Coast, Gambia, Madagascar, and so on and so forth, they are very small in number. So this is a breakup of the country-wise enrollment in this project. Now, if we see program-wise enrollment, the largest number of enrollment is in BCA OL. So these are the program list on, if you will see on your screen. It is 709 students they have enrolled in this program, BCA, and the regional center is Delhi 3. You all will get the data, so don't either write it down or copy it. You will get the data. The next and largest enrollment is CIT, that is Certificate with Information Technology, OL. It is into 2006 students are enrolled, and that is in Noida Center. So we have given just the list of the enrollment, and you will be getting these slides, so no need to copy it out. Now here, if you will see, less enrollment, less than 50 and like 30 to 50 in all these programs, and these are the regional centers. And these are the programs, there is very few enrollment, and the regional centers are given. So again, I repeat, you will all get this data, don't worry. Now, coming to the main issue, that what are the roles and the responsibilities of the academic counselor? This program is a teamwork. Like all online programs of IGNOU are teamwork. Why I say teamwork? Because various division centers are involved in online program. Like we, the Center of Online Education, we are involved. The regional RS, the Regional Services Division, along with the regional centers, they are involved. Our evaluation division is involved. Our student registration division is involved, and so on and so forth. So it's a basically teamwork within IGNOU. You have been involved with the regional centers as academic counselors, and your responsibility is also equally important as responsibility of each one of us. So two main responsibilities you have to conduct. One is academic counseling, and the second is assessment part of it. Now, academic counseling, you all have been doing it. For the ODL courses or programs. So you know about it, what academic counseling is. And earlier, maybe you were doing face-to-face, but during COVID, then since we learned how to do online academic counseling. So I will just go and show it to you, little bit of your responsibilities. Without explaining or telling to you that why counseling is very important. All of you know because you are academic counselors. But online counseling becomes very important because even in the regular ODL mode, the teacher is not there, so academic counseling is important. Second important point in online is that you need to engage the students. How do you engage the students in online? Through discussion forum. Through discussion or through discussion forum. The discussion is very important. Your presence as an academic counselor is very important because you will act as a motivator to the learner. And especially when the students, they are in some other country. That's important why we are doing this academic counseling, and we are emphasizing on all of you to have quality academic counseling. You can ask questions to the students. You can ask them to write in the chat box. All of you are doing it because you are now used to, since the pandemic closed down, that how to do online counseling. You connect in this program. I'll request you in this e-Vidya Bharati, you connect with some learning material. As you all know that the print material, the text material is all available on the LMS, but can you give a little more to your learner? Because they will be reading the text material in the counseling session. Can we have some extra? Very important point number 6 is, because our learning material, majority of that is we give examples from Indian situation. But because this program or this project is all in the African countries, so please, when you do the academic counseling, give some examples, contextualize those concepts to the country, to Africa. Again, I know it will be, maybe it is difficult or easy, because out of 19 countries, again, Nigeria, Gambia, how can you get those examples? But my request to each one of you is that how much and as many much you can give examples so that the students, they feel the ownership of the program and the course, and they are happy about that. Some examples are given from the country. And last, just important point, I mean, these are the few tips. Use chat for better understanding of the learning. And again, I repeat, all of you, you know that because you have been doing on. Now, coming back to the previous slide, what is the role and responsibility? So few of the roles and responsibilities, it's listed here. First point important is we have selected, RSD has selected the academic counselor, hence you are here. Point number one. Point number two, the schedule of the counseling will be done by the respective RCs, regional centers. So regional centers have already developed the format, so they will prepare the schedule of the counseling session. Point number three, counseling sessions will be informed by the regional center, which I think in the earlier IGNOU online courses also you were doing. Now, course-wise schedule should be uploaded on the learning management system. So every course, the scheduling of the counseling should be uploaded on the learning management system. My colleague Vinay will be explaining the learning management system after this short presentation. Regional centers are going to track the counseling sessions. So that's another important point. If the student number is more, as I said, in the BCA course, there are 709 students. So the counseling has to be done in group. So you have to do as academic counselors, the counseling will be done in group. You will know, your regional center will be able to inform you and they will inform you. All counseling sessions will be recorded. And this will be put up by the regional center onto the learning management system. This is very important because at times maybe students, they are not able to attend the session, your counseling session, so that at a later stage, they can see the recording. So this is very, very important point. Point number next is recording will be uploaded by the regional center. So as academic counselors, you don't have to upload it, but you should know that it is being recorded. So that is for you all to know. It will be recorded and it will be uploaded by the regional center. Then we have already requested that please try to give some contextual examples. That's a few points, few tips that academic counseling, how it will be done. The second important point is counseling will be done through the Google Meet. Regional centers, RSD, will be giving you instructions or will be informing you, but here I thought maybe we can have a brief of it. Counseling will be conducted through Google Meet. Link will be shared by the regional centers or the RSD to all of you. Regional center has made an SOP, which they will be circulating it, maybe in a day or so, they will circulate some of the important points so that it is with you all. Now, this point is very, very important for all of us to understand, including me, regional centers, RSD, and as academic counselors to you all, that for this project, for eVidya Bharati project, counseling will be exclusive for these students. We are not going to mix counseling with our other IGNOU online programs or with any other project, any other counseling session. So this point, I want to emphasize that for eVidya Bharati project, for these 19 countries, for these 43 programs, counseling will be excluded. So that's important point. The last important point is attendance is mandatory, which will be done by the regional centers. We had our orientation programs for the regional centers. So they know how to do it. So attendance management will be done by the regional center. This we have done. The second important
Ma'am,
point,
please
which
again
as
share. Please again share your screen, please.
I don't know, something wrong again went, so.
There will be two PPTs. Just choose one in which full screen is coming.
Is it okay? Is
Yeah,
this
ma'am, it is okay.
I'm-
It is okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Okay, so maybe I'll put from the on the slide mode. Okay, maybe I'll just leave it there for the timing. So the second important point, which all of you as an academic counselors have to do, is the assessment. So assessment includes the most important here we will explain today is the assignments. You will be learning this, how to do it. Vinay will be telling you on how to do it on the LMS, but few points that all assessments will be online. In the past, in some other projects, IGNOU online programs, we have seen even the teachers or the academic counselors, they download it, they take a printout, they correct it on the assignments, put a grade, or students, they send the hard copy to them or through email. No, it's a big no, please. All assessments students have to upload onto the LMS, and as academic counselors, we have to assess it online. Point number one. Point number two, each one of you will do or will be given an access. So that's also clear. After this session, we do have your email ID. We will be giving you the access of the LMS. Third important point, a request again to each one of you is, please log frequently. Our past little experience has shown that teachers or academic counselors, they are not logging to the LMS frequently, because if we do the frequent, we know what's happening, how students they are behaving or reacting. Point number four, assignment evaluation also has a deadline. So please adhere to those deadlines. It will be on the LMS notification. Regional centers will be informing you that what are the deadlines. I humbly request to each one of you to please follow the deadlines so that the students, they get their grade cards on time. Then next important point is, all these assessments will be monitored by the regional center. Correct assignments which students, please correct the assignments which the students they submit online on time. Many of the times we have seen that the students, they have submitted the assignments which are not corrected. They are just placed on the LMS. But my request will be to each one of you to please correct the assignments on time. Grade will be given, and that further the regional centers will be sending it to our evaluation division. But this is for information. Vinay will be explaining it to you how it is done. So this is all about the assessment, the assignment part of it. We are not getting into it because in some of the courses, like social work, or we have a course, a Master of Distance Education, there's a project work. We are not getting into that at the moment, but we have just on the assignments we are describing. The last important point is the medium of instruction will be English. Okay. So as per our MOU with the Ministry of External Affairs, it says that the instruction, academic counseling will be in English. The last now point is, let us learn LMS. So if you have questions right now, you can ask, or if you want to go through the LMS first and then ask questions, you are available. I mean, we are available. Thank you so much at the moment. Okay, Dr. Alok Ranjan.
Yeah, ma'am, actually, it's a privilege to be the part of this LMS program, e-Bharati. But I'm telling one thing, what is the contextual examples you said to give to the students? That will be very live, I think. contextual example, apart from the India, you will have to give the different countries contextual example. Yes, it is a motivational, but I agree. But if this contextual example is given of their respective country, that would be very, very motivational because they would like to hear from a foreign counselor about their country. So it is I think my perception. I feel if we give their, supposing we are taking the class of the Ghana students, if we could say something Ghana, they would be very proud to listen from a foreign counselor that yes, the counselor is telling about our country. So that would attract these students to be more involved in the session. It is my
Yeah, Dr. Alok, that's what I meant was you have taken that very, very well. And I hope because the students will be very, very happy that the examples from their respective countries coming from you as an academic counselor. So we will be in IGNOU very grateful, very humbly, we will request each one of you to select examples from, if you cannot select from 19 countries, at least a few African countries where the students belong to. Thank you so much for this.
thank you.
Any other question, or we can see the LMS first?
LMS next, madam.
Okay, thank you so much. Vinay, can we have that?
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me share my screen first. Please confirm, hope my screen is visible.
Not yet.
Yes, sir,
Yeah,
it is
okay, now it
visible,
is.
Okay.
Visible,
so-
visible.
Okay, so for the eVidya Bharati project, the first URL will be lms-evbab.ignoonline.ac.in. This is the URL. So we have different URL for eVidya Bharati. It
Should
will
we
not-
write this or you will send it through our email?
It will be sent to you with your credential, respective credential, after the creating your account. However, I can just put the URL in the chat box also.
For sure.
So, but show with the credential, the URL of the LMS will come to you. For the demonstration point perspective, I am not using this URL. So I am using our online program URL because demo course has been already set up in that. And in last session, we are also seen in that. So this is the login page first. So how we can go for the login? Just once you open the, one second. Open the website. On the top and right side, there is a link called the login. You have to just click on the login. After that, you have to enter your credentials. So here, demo counselor, and this demo will be just only for the counselor perspective. We are not including the other role and responsibility in this.
So what
let
will
me-
be the individual password, sir?
Yes, definitely. It will be individual password and it will be bind with the single user with their respective email ID.
Okay,
So
that we have to create.
if one counselor have more than one courses, so their access will be the same, but multiple courses will display in their dashboard. So there will no separate your credential for different course. For example, if you are, doing the counseling and making the assessment for the multiple courses which belong to the different program. So in that case also, you have the same credential on the single platform.
Okay.
So after the login, this is your dashboard. First dashboard will come. However, you can also customize your dashboard as per your requirement. This is the default interface for that. So in my course, your all registered courses will display in my courses. Okay. So once you click on my courses, your all courses will visible in this like boxes. And this is the course title. And below of that, you will see the program of which this course belong to or semester. So once you click on this, the entire course content will be displayed, in which the announcement section is there, attendance section is there, uh, SLM content will be there, video will be there, and the assignment, quizzes, all kind of the activities which we are delivering to the learners will be visible here. So once you have to visit on the assignment section in the TMA, this is the deadline for submission of the assignment to the learner. So if due date has been gone, student will not able to get submit the assignment. In our last experiences, many students are also contacting to the counselor that I am not able to submit my assignment. So in that case, counselor can do one thing. They can check the due dates and guide to the student. If due date has been gone, he or she will not able to submit it. But if the due date of the same assignment got extended from head office, we from our head office will extend the due date and the notification will be circulated to the learner. However, this extension of the assignment due date notification will also display in the upcoming event section. This is, see how the event are visible. So such kind of the intimation to the all kind of the user, even they can be counselor, they can be regional centers or teachers, program coordinator.
Excuse
even
me, can you
student.
please repeat? Can you please repeat it from the course title, like my courses, where you have shown it with registered courses will be displayed?
Okay. Okay. Once you
Please
log
repeat
in,
it from the.
after the login, the default page will be display that dashboard. So if you have already visited there, the recent access course will be visible, but not all. For viewing your all courses allotted, there is a button called the My Courses. On top and right side, there is a three button, Home, Dashboard, and My Courses. You have to click on the My Courses, where all registered courses will be visible. In future, we are adding more courses. The same will be come in this one. So this is first, this section is the title of the course, and the below of that, that is the program or a semester will be displayed. For example, let me show you in another one. In Evidyavati, okay, just let me first, enroll myself in the courses so that you can. I'm enrolling myself in this. Once you click on the My Course, see this type of the information you will see in the eVidya. This is the sample of the Evidyavati portal. First, that will be the title of the course. Second, the program which belong to, the semester, which semester of the course is credit, and the completion. This completion status will be useful for the learners only, because when a learner will progress the courses, he or she will read the content. This completion will be increased. Once all the activity got completed, then only this will complete on the 100%. So once you click on the course icon or course link, entire course content and structure of the course will be visible to you. There are some buttons. As an academic counselor, I have the setting, course, participants. This setting will be disabled for the counselor. Participants, all the counselor can see how many participants of which belongs to individual counselor or individual RC. We are grouping the student RC wise and the session wise. So you will have the option to filter out the entire the test. The record will got shortlisted. This feature will be available to you. Now come to the point regarding the assessment. the main role of the academic counselor have the assessment of the assignment. So once you go to the course, under the course, there will be the section called the assignment. Within this section, the TMA, all kind of the TMA, every session, the TMA we are publishing will be here, but previous assignment will got hidden once the evaluation are completed and the result has been circulated to the SED. Then only we will make it hide so that the new student will not able to see the old assignment. So once this process got complete, then only we will hide it. Till then it will be visible, but with the description and the due date, you can guide the learner whether this assignment is for meant for them or new batch. So academic counselor have to click on the respective TMA. Under the TMA assignment, you will get brief summary of the submission details. Total number of participants means the user. This includes the total participants means the counselor, RC, and the learner as well. Okay, so please don't confuse with that. The participants will be the entire user group of this course. You can do one thing. You can just separate your respected group, the test. It will be filter out the result. I mean user. Okay, so draft, those who has not finally submitted the student will come under the draft. Okay. So after the submission, complete submission, actually there are 3 steps to final submission of the assignment. One, uploading the assignment, then reviewing the assignment, and then again system will ask the student, are you going to submit this assignment? Means after that trick, he or she will not able to edit or make any changes in the submitted assignment. Till then they can do that. What? Okay. So till then they can edit. After the final submission, they will list it in the submitted section. Needs grading. This will tell you the how many assignments are left for grading. Here 2 assignments have been submitted in this TMA. However, one has been already graded and one is left. So how we can see the academic counselor have to click on the view all submission first, or they can also click on the grade. The grade, once they will click on the grade, direct first record of the participant will list it. So I will suggest you to click all the submissions so that you can see list of the student, and out of that you can choose which has been evaluated and which is not evaluated. See, here one student has been already evaluated, so you don't have to edit it or regrade it. If by mistakenly,
Vinny, go ahead.
Actually, ma'am, someone is unmuting. So anyway, okay. So if by mistakenly you have given the wrong mark, you can regrade it, but both grade record will be saved. The history of regrading will be saved in the system, so that as a from backend, we can trace the how many times one student is graded by the one counselor. Okay. So once you click on this grade, respective student submission file will be displayed like this. Here, as ma'am suggests to make the evaluation online, means you don't need to download, you don't need to do anything. You have to just come log in and come to this portal where you will get so many kind of features like marking. See, we can give the comment also. If like this, these are the tools. Basically, these are the tools with note. You can also add the note. See, such kinds of the feature is available in this. So when the user will come on this, the student can also see what are the remarks the teacher has given to his assignment. So benefit of this portal is that you don't have to scroll the thing. There is a pagination also. You can jump directly, or you can just click next or preview. This is the button where you can search within the file. If you want to search the comment, you can also search the comments also. Like this, all the comments will be listed here. Expand and collapse the things. Whatever the marking I am doing here, it will going to automatic draft mode. So if suppose my system got off, my entire evaluated thing is got drafted. So when revisited, it will be remain active here. Do undo feature is also there. Even rotation of the file. If someone has uploaded the wrong kind of such kind of image has been, because the learner will scan their handwriting, or they can also computer type assignment they will upload. For example, somehow if their page got rotated, you have the feature to re-rotate it. We can re-rotate it. So these are the note I already explained you. So these are the tool for marking. These are the cross, means these are the symbols. That they suppose, let me come. This is the wrong answer, and these are the take. Suppose this is the right answer. So this kind of the marking you can also do, but such kind of the feature will not available you the offline. So we will recommend you to please do the evaluation online only. The smiley you can also give them like this for motivation kind of the thing. After they're checking all the assignment, final grade out of the 100 will be placed here. Like 80 I am giving here. If I want to give any comment, I can give self and save the comment. The counselor comment will automatically deliver to the learner. This is the repeated comment you can give, or in this learner can also recommend you. That will be used for the future. Feedback comment can be also multi-line text box is here, so you can give the multi-line text box also. Feedback file, if you want to share some file with the learner as a feedback file, so you can also upload here with this. So after giving the marks, you have to just save the changes and save and show the next, means this record will be saved and the next assignment will visible to you. In the continuous evaluation, this feature will help you. If you want to make the reset of this assignment, see the next learner assignment is visible. Their existing given marks is already displaying here. If you want to reset it, there is an option called the reset. So you can also reset his mark also. If before final submission, you can do it. See, the download test file is feedback file is there. So this is the way how you can do the evaluation. See, this is the summary of all the lab. You can do it. So there are some features where the download of selection, submission, revert, and grade extension and all that. So if we have the kind of the extension, we can also give the extension. So in this case, I think one submission is allowed for individual assignment. So we are not going to give the extension. But if there is a case where we have to give an extension to an individual, we can also do it from here by grade extension. So this is the small portion of the evaluation. Ma'am, I think this is the only section where I have to explain to the counselor. Or one more thing, at the announcement, this is the announcement which the counselor can also visit, because in this section, RC will make the announcement of the counseling. So they can also see what are the schedule has been uploaded by the RC, or if you want any kind of the discussion with the learner, you can also make the announcement by clicking the add discussion topic, give the topic name and add your discussion as post to the forum. After, let me post forum as a counselor. I'm giving this simple. So there is a button that start the discussion. After the click adding new topic, you have to start the discussion. Once you click start the discussion, then the learner will able to discuss with, able to post their queries in this discussion forum in the threaded manner. That will be very useful for the learner who is, other learner question can also beneficial for the who are going to ask the same repeated kind of the question. So I will suggest you to please use this discussion forum also. Another thing is that on the top and right side, there is called the edit mode. The RC will have this feature, but counselor will not have the feature in the eVidya Bharati because we are restricting them for just for the grading as of now. But in future, if more feature is required to give the counselor, we will enable you more feature and the things will can be explained you accordingly. Thank you, ma'am. If any question from the respective counselors, please ask regarding this demonstration. Thank you. Now
Yeah,
you can unmute yourself.
right.
Who is
So thank you so much, Vinay, for this presentation. You have taken us through the LMS, that how do we have to go through it. Now, any questions? Because I can see 3 hands at the moment, and you can have more questions.
Yes.
Okay, Dr. Akansha first.
Madam, may I
Yes,
ask?
ma'am.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am, my question is about plagiarism. Since the assignment might have plagiarism, is there an option to check plagiarism from within the LMS platform?
Fine. I explain on behalf of Vinay. At the moment, there is no. Vinay, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, at the moment, there is no such feature. This issue came, we are thinking, and we'll see how to take it forward. That then we will let you know, but at the moment, it is not.
Okay. Madam, this is Dr. Topovishas from Kolkata.
Yeah.
That is my first question. For any kind of problem, to whom we can contact? Suppose for
Problem
login, regarding login or regarding the assignment download. Suppose we are facing some problem, then to whom we can contact?
You can write to us, and we then our team, LMS team, will be able to solve it out.
Ma'am, I want to add something in this.
Okay.
Those who are not able to log in. So actually, the default feature of the LMS is if you are not logging since long time, your account will be suspended for a while. How you can reactivate it? You have to click on the lost password. Under the search by email section, you have to enter your email ID and click on the search like this. For example, I am entering my email ID and click on the search and then again continue. It will, one link will be come to my email ID. Let's see, one link email came to me, says that this is the URL. In this URL, the token validated validation token is enabled with this URL. Means this URL will only valid for 30 minutes. The same has been written that this link is valid for 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes, you have to click on this link and reset your password. But this feature will only useful for those who is already registered with this portal. So any portal, LMS or eVidya Bharati LMS or Gyna LMS, you can do the same thing to retrieve your password if you lost it. Because if you are not logging frequently, your account will got locked. So this is the way how you can unlock and reset your password if you forget or if you lost. Again, 1 minute. Yeah. If any technical issue, as ma'am, please ma'am correct me if I'm wrong. if any kind of the technical issue, please share the screenshot of the issue with explaining in the mail to the COE so that we can check the issue and fix it. And accordingly, we will update you. But I think we are handling this technical issue. Regarding
Okay,
the,
thank you. Yeah, thank you. I hope you got the answer. So there are a few more hands. Let's take one by one. Atri Datta, unmute your mic and then speak it out, please. Atri Datta, is she there?
Yes, hello,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm asking that while we start the program, from your side, we will get the help for login. The same question I'm also asking. For login system, first day when we start, I hope the schedule and all the procedure will be given to us prior to the program.
Definitely, you will be given the schedule by RSD, by regional center 1 week before your academic counseling. That's for sure. You will be getting some SOPs from the RSD. That is also there.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Atri. Moni
Thank you,
next.
ma'am.
Next,
Yeah,
Moni.
good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions, ma'am. I'll just put them one by one. First question is related to the interface, academic counselor interface of the LMS. I could see a link that was there regarding the projects, because projects may be a component of the program for some of the programs. So how are the academic counselors supposed to go about the project evaluation, or how students are supposed to submit those projects? Because I mean, that is also a compulsory component. And second thing is regarding if any student has any subject specific grievance regarding the counseling sessions that are being held. So is there a provision in the LMS, in the academic counselor LMS interface, where they can put their questions and ask the academic counselors? These two questions are related to the academic counselor interface of the LMS. And the third question is regarding the RC interface of the LMS, because I can see, I could just understand that, quite a lot of activities are to be done at the regional center, like uploading the schedule, counseling schedule, recordings uploading, and then providing the link for counseling sessions, attendance management. So if you can please help us out with, showing us a demo of the RC interface of the LMS. And the next question is regarding the guidelines that have been provided, that the counseling is to start from 3 p.m. onwards on Saturdays and Sundays. So what will be the maximum time up till which this can continue? And what will be the maximum period up till which counseling can continue? Because this is for July 2022 session, and there will be quite a number of courses into number of credits and then counseling sessions. So that will be huge to cover in a few months' time. So what will be the maximum period up till which this counseling can be continued?
Okay, Moni, let's go take these 4 questions first, and then maybe we'll come back again.
Sure.
Regarding the project, as we said, we have not done today, because we were just doing the assignment component. Project, we will give another training, because project proposal, it has a flow. The teacher in IGNOU will correct the project proposal, and then the project proposal will be evaluated by the SED evaluators. So that part we have not explained to the academic counselor, because that part we are still working it out. So point number 1. Point number 2 is the RC interface. We conducted a training program. Maybe Vinay can just explain that what are the various RC interfaces, or maybe we can conduct another program for the regional centers, training program for the regional centers, so that you understand the RC interface. Last point is guidelines, as you said, Saturday, Sundays. Again, we will be discussing with the RSD, and then we can give the guidelines that whether how to do it, whether Saturday, Sundays, and the duration, because RCs can decide. That is a discussion point there. So I think these were the questions you asked, and if Vinay can just give a little bit of the RC interface.
Ma'am, and one
Sure, ma'am.
question was regarding student grievance, subject specific grievances.
Yeah, I think Vinay can also answer that.
So, okay, once the regional, actually, the interface for the regional center will be the same, but the feature of the regional center will be more than the academic counselor. For example, they can add the any kind of the uh, activity, means because they first they have to add the attendance, creation of the attendance and the, I mean, sorry, I cannot do in this one. So let's open the. So in the RC end, they will be have the privilege to add the activity. They have to add the attendance for the July session, July 2022. And if they want to grade of give the grade for the attendance, they can set or keep the none. And within the gate, they have the permission to create a session for counseling. Here they can also distinguish the session group wise, as ma'am said, in the if large number of students like the VCA, so they can create the counseling for different groups. They can create all multiple group for out of the around 900 students or 700 students are there. They can split the student in group wise, and the session for attendance can be created group wise also. So they can create it. This is the multi-line where they can describe the attendance, I mean scheduling for this and create. If they want to repeat it, they can also choose the repetition of the session for counseling and they add. Once this feature will be added, the student will have the access to mark the attendance during the counseling. They have to come on the LMS and mark the assignment during the counseling session. Time for marking will be decided by the RT. They can set as per their requirement. This is the one activity they have to do. The other activity, they have to upload the recording session. So they can use the external URL, or they can create the page type activity where they can embed the YouTube video so that the recording can be streamed easily. So these are the so this type of the activity we are giving to them to add. They can also add. This is the complete activity, but we will restrict the RC to add some extent, like attendance will be there, page will be there, external URL will be there, discussion forum will be there. So this Zoom meeting option is there. Workshop, if RC want to make the workshop within the LMS, they can do that. A quiz, if the counselor want to give the self-assessment use. So this feature will be available with the RC on the request. They can manage or create also. As I said, that if requirement comes from the respective counselor that we required some more feature in the LMS, so we will enable as per the permission and guidelines we receive. Regarding the communication with the counselor and a student, you can do one thing. You can go to the announcement section or ask a RC to create a discussion forum in which you will be the mentor and the learner can give their comments on that. So using this threaded manner of discussion forum, you can interact with the learner directly. I think, ma'am, this way of the interaction will solve your problem.
Right, and the second will be the discussion can be during the academic counseling.
Yes, ma'am. That time can be you can decide it, or even you can also lock the discussion. You can create the different discussion forum. There is an option for due date and cutoff date, subscription. Who will be the subscriber? Firstly, you want to subscribe or optionally you want to keep. You can discuss locking. There is a provision for locking the discussion with this time bound manner. There is also provision for post threading blocking. You can also do that. So the rating kind of the thing is also there. So it's totally depend on the counselor which kind of the activity they want to do with the learner. If suppose in any counselor want to create a wiki or create a workshop within this, they can ask their respective RCs to create an activity called the wiki or a workshop in which they will give you the permission to manage that activity, and you can easily manage it.
Okay, thanks, Vinay. Next question by Professor Anita Pridarshini. And Professor Anita?
Thank you. Good evening. And it's nice to know that we are starting this e-Bharti, which is such an important initiative. I just wanted to ask two questions. One is a clarification regarding the same thing about communication with the student. In the Goal Guyana LMS, we had the messages, and we were doing a lot of messaging to the student through the, whether it was on discipline or on hand holding. So am I to understand that this message thing is no longer on the LMS now? That is one question, because I think it was a very positive function that was available on the LMS. And the second one I wanted to say was that in terms of the assignments, that since this is the July 2022 batch, which is being admitted, so will there be one common assignment submission date? Because earlier what we were doing was that we were spacing out the dates for submission. For instance, if after, in the month of January, the MD 411 finished, so we asked them for assignments on that day, then so on. So if there's going to be only one submission date, then that should be clarified so that, we can, and also we had the facility to kind of change the dates, because supposing for some reason somebody got COVID or something like that, and they said, please extend our date, we were doing it ourselves from the LMS and allowing them to do it because we didn't know when the exams were going to be held. So we allowed them to submit it later. So that's another clarification which I would like to know. The third one was that we also had a WhatsApp group which was made by the students. So is there any facility of this kind of a thing, that there's a WhatsApp group which is going to be made for the students, just to this is again related to the program coordinator, actually program coordinator come academic counselor. So if that could be kindly clarified.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Professor Anita. So I'll take two questions and one will be for Vinay. The assignments, definitely this is a July session, but the data and the enrollment of the students, actually we got it only in December. So we are saying July session, but we are starting now. So that is the issue. So yes, it has been already delayed if we say July session, but this will continue from December onwards. And for the assignments, we are still working it out with SED because they issue the assignment date. But at the moment we said 31st March. But as soon as we get a go ahead and the precise dates from SED, and because that's a policy issue, we will be putting it on the LMS notification. And the second point, WhatsApp group, I personally feel, yes, we can have that because as you are a program coordinator and as well as the academic counselor, and the number of students with you have only 53 and 32, you can have a WhatsApp group so that you can communicate with them easily. Regarding the messaging part, we will, Vinay, if you can please.
Ma'am, that is definitely available there. So like Goal Guyana, ma'am, you can just go to the participant and select the student. Let me show you. So you have to go to the participants under your course. You can filter your details as per the group also. RC can create the subgroup also if they want to make more grouping out of but default grouping we have done for RC wise in this LMS. So if RC required, they can also create the multiple groups within a group, they can send the message also. So first they will filter the record here, and they have to choose the learners, and there is a section called the send message. Here you can type any message and just click on the send. This will be directly delivered to their respective email ID. However, any kind of the notification you are putting here or making any kind of the announcement, that will also intimate the learner over the email.
Okay. Next question by Ruchu, Uthalia, or Swati Arjun, whosoever is there.
Yeah, so hi,
Yeah.
madam. Good evening.
Yeah.
I'm Ruchu Kuthyala this side.
Right.
So I'm here with IGNOU from approximately 9 years and here in Pune. So my question is that I saw on the screen that there is some kind of a, the tab, what is called as. So, am I audible?
Some break.
Hello. Am I audible?
And now you are.
Okay. Shall I proceed?
Proceed,
Am I audible
please.
now?
Yeah, proceed.
So I was like, I could see one tab which is called as the attendance. That means this time are we keeping some kind of a minimum attendance? Because as we all know that this is a correspondence course. So it may happen that, certain candidates, especially when it refers to the DNHE, they may think that, that they do not want to join the particular counseling session or something like that. So are we thinking of keeping at least a minimum attendance criteria? What I'm meaning to say, for example, DNHE 1, 2, 3, 4. So for the project work, they should be at least attending few classes, because it really becomes very cumbersome when day and night they start giving you a call that we have done the assignments, now how to do for the project. This kind of a suggestion I have raised in so many years in IGNOU, that either the project should be that the counselor is not checking. If it is that kind of a affair, if they are not taking the sessions from us, that means it should be just like an assignment. Or else if we are expecting, like the way we have got a protocol, that is a proposal, and then the project report has to be done. So I want to pester over here on this issue, that there has to be mandate in attending at least 2 classes relative to the project proposal. Because even if you are a BHMS, BAMS, you come from any field, you do not know how to make a project report. You only know it when you listen it from the counselor. That is first submission of mine. Suggestion.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Ruchu. Firstly, I must say that we are no more a correspondence university. Correspondence word was used almost 50 years back. Point number 2, the minimum attendance, yes, we have to see a policy decision. RSD should be able to say, and we will be informing you in the LMS notification section. Point number 3, the project work which you had said. At the moment, yes, there is a flow of project work. How do the students do it? The teacher, the disciplines where there is a project, the teacher concerned checks the project proposal. Once the project proposal is checked online, and then we have a list of evaluators. So that's what in the beginning we said, the list of evaluators we are discussing with SED. Once they give the approval, then maybe the SED evaluators will check and not the academic counselors. So that is my brief response to you. Regarding the attendance, that is a good idea you have given it to us, whether it will be minimum or something has to be maximum. We will just check it as a policy.
Yeah, Professor Madhu, I've just joined in.
Yeah, thank you.
Professor Madhu, Uma here.
Okay.
I've just joined in.
Okay. Welcome.
So I think there are some questions. I just joined in. 1 or 2 things I would also like to respond. Correspondence course you have answered. Please be clear. This is not correspondence. This is not ODL. This is only online. So the requirements for online is quite different. Another thing about the attendance, I think we will be requiring, because please don't mix it up with our ODL students. This is exclusively for the E-Vidya Bharati African countries. And as per the requirement of Ministry of External Affairs, we have to actually provide them data and details, actually, the performance of the students. So I think it is an important issue, but I think we need to look on that. Then there was a mention about WhatsApp group. See, it could be informal arrangement. It cannot be formal arrangement. All activities have to be carried out on the LMS so that that gets recorded. So it's very important that we work only on the LMS. If some counselor thinks that it's a good idea to quickly share information, fine, but parallelly same announcement should be there on the LMS itself. So this is something that I wanted to put in.
Thank you, Professor Uma. Glad you are able to join so that we can have 2 more questions. Okay, Nija Nagpal. Nija, are you there, or we can switch on to Dr. Ali Asgar?
Ma'am, even I have raised my hand. Swati
Okay,
Rajan this
Swati.
side.
Go ahead, Swati.
Ma'am, thank you for this opportunity. This is for the very first time that I'll be associated with IGNO as an academic counselor. So I have a bit of 2 queries right now. The first thing is that how, like for example, my subject is journalism and mass communication. So the allotment of the student will be based on my stream, or any stream would be given to me. I wanted to know that. And the second thing is that, ma'am, will we get any kind of letter from IGNO or the authorities that we are associated with such kind of project and we are serving as an academic counselor for this project?
Okay, Swati, first thing, yes, you will be only a counselor for your own discipline. So we don't recommend that you be a counselor for any other discipline, except like in your case, it is journalism. Regarding your second question, issuing of the certificate, we will discuss because this question never came up. So we'll discuss with Professor Uma, or if she has an answer to that question.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, next question, Nija.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. My question has been taken up in part. So I will restrict it to this comment that I would really appreciate if attendance
Not audible. You are not audible.
Thank you.
Nija, I couldn't listen to your question, so you were not audible at that point.
I'll repeat, ma'am. I'm traveling,
please.
so maybe my voice was breaking up.
Okay.
I was saying that my question has been partly taken up. So I will restrict myself to the comment that low attendance sometimes has been faced by me in my earlier classes. And I would very much appreciate if we were to have a mechanism for keeping the attendance compulsory to the extent of 80% or more.
Okay, Nija, well taken from you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Yeah, Dr. Ali.
Yeah, thank you, madam. I have 2 queries. First is related to LMS control system. We have 2 programs, that PGDD OL and MAD OL. Since this is a low enrollment program, so we are academic counselors and as well as program coordinators and course coordinators as well. So I just wanted to know, in our courses, actually we are the course coordinators, program coordinators and academic counselors. But in other courses where program coordinators are different, course coordinators are different, and academic counselors are different in the big enrollment courses, how this is going to be controlled? I mean, academic counselors and course coordinators will have same kind of control over the LMS system, or there will be some sort of division of administrative control over the LMS?
Okay.
This is the first.
Okay.
This is the first. And second question is that, although you have informed us that the academic counseling sessions cannot be merged, but in our programs, that PGDD, OL and MAD OL, presently we are having academic counseling for Guyana students on every Saturdays and Sundays. That is from 5:30 to 7:30. When this program will start, that will be another schedule. And moreover, we are also going to have academic counseling sessions for the Indian students. So 3 batches of students will be with us. So within faculty members, we have been discussing how we are going to have
Okay,
3
Doctor. Yeah.
different batches.
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Ali, I got yours.
So
But this is exclusive. You cannot, we have already explained, for e-Vidya Bharati students, you cannot combine it with IGNOU online students or Guyana students. So this is an exclusive counseling for e-Vidya Bharati students. So that is
Yeah,
very
in fact,
clear.
I will add further, because when you are doing the counseling, you have to contextualize as per the requirement of the target group that you are addressing. So the requirement for e-Vidya Bharati, it will be different, because examples and all you have to give from the African countries. So you have to be very particular about that. Whereas in case of Guyana, the requirement will be different. And in the case of our regular students, the requirement is different.
Madam, may I come to this point? One thing for clarification.
Okay, Mr. Biswas, yeah.
This is Dr. Topu Biswas. I am teaching IGNOU for last 20 years, particularly MEG course. One of our students got admission in Calcutta. Later on, she has been shifted to Africa for some purposes. Can she be included in this chapter, or actually she is facing a lot of problems?
No. This is a completely scholarship program sponsored by Ministry of External Affairs. It's an exclusive group, as Professor Madhu has mentioned. So no question of mixing up.
Okay, actually she is facing the problem for applying the examination. Is there any center in Africa? So what she can do?
No, we have international students, so that can be taken care for the regular ODL students or online students, that requirement.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Dr. Ali, the answer to your second question was that you are the program coordinator, you will be the academic counselor. So all rights of your academic counselor as well as the program coordinator on LMS will be given to you. So that is the answer. We will move to the next question, Archana.
A very good evening to you, ma'am. I am associated with the RC3 Center. I have a very particular question because we're going to deal with a different culture and different, continent altogether. So we might have an issue regarding to their pronunciations, our pronunciations, their pronunciation understanding. So what happens is, for example, if we are taking a course in English, like FEG 02, and generally I would take 4 or 5 counseling sessions for some students, for an Indian batch, let's say. But when I'm dealing with an African continent, would I be still getting the only 4 counseling sessions, or will there be 5 sessions for like 5 and above?
Okay, Archana, the counseling sessions will be decided by the regional centers. They are making the schedule. They will give you the schedule. And I'm sure regarding the pronunciation part of it, you will be able to do. Maybe at times all of us, we find it difficult to understand their language, but I think we should be able to manage that part. But the second part, the counseling schedule, you will be getting from RCs, whether they plan it for 4 days or 5 days. Let's see how do they manage, how do they do it.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your...
Okay, Pankuri Srivastava. Yeah, go ahead, Pankuri. Pankuri, go ahead.
Okay, good evening, ma'am. This is for the first time I go for this counseling. So I need some help from your side also. And what is the remuneration for that?
Pankuri, I won't be able to answer that. RSD will answer that regarding the remuneration. So excuse me for that. The regional center division will be able to answer.
Okay, so kindly give me some tips, as it is my first time to join you as a partner counselor in group. It was my first experience, so kindly help me out. Kindly give me some advice from your side.
Okay, sure. We have from RC Bhubaneswar.
Madam, namaskar. Am I
Namaste.
audible?
Yes, namaste. You are audible.
Thank you very much. So I have a small question to Mr. Vinay. Mr. Binay, you have shown very excellently about the functionality of LMS portal. And, when you were explaining about that, counseling schedule, that link, do we need to, prepare the counseling schedule in the LMS portal itself, or we will prepare the counseling schedule in the Excel sheet and upload that in the announcement link, which is given there in the LMS? This is number one. Because in the last web conference, we had intimated Director COE that we have already prepared the schedule of the counseling, and we have also contacted the academic counselors for starting the counseling classes for this e-Vidyavarti project. But since our Honorable Vice Chancellor will have to inaugurate the project on 10th, we had to shift that counseling, and accordingly we are waiting for that. So kindly tell us whether how we will prepare the counseling schedule. This is number one. Number two is regarding assignment. You said that the counselor himself or herself will get access to the assignment and evaluate the assignments so much. Do we need to intimate the counselors that some assignments are there in the link, kindly evaluate it, or sumoto they will do it? If they will do it, how they will submit the bills to us for payment? So kindly tell us something about it.
Thank you, sir. But I can take some out of all the questions. So regarding the preparation of scheduling, I can suggest one thing. For your record, I think it will be best to create and manage entire counseling in the Excel in your local system. Once the counseling got prepared, just copy the table and make the announcement. And the entire content which you have copied from your Word file or the Excel file, that can be pasted easily in the format. Let me show you once again how you can do that. See, once you come to the announcement section, you have to just click like this. I have created already. So you just click the counseling schedule. For July 2022 batch, this is the one. This is the course wise. This is not for all the entire program. This is just for the one course. So you can, this information will get enough. So here, this is the message section. So here, either you can create the table. There is a section for creating the table. You can also create directly in this tabular format, or just open the Excel and just make your, for example, just like this, I just make it, I'm taking the just sample thing, just copy the thing, schedule, and just paste it here. And just post, make the post. So once this will be posted and it is ready, just start the discussion so that this can be notified to the learner also. Other thing is that you can go to your dashboard. Under the dashboard, there is a section in the calendar. You can also add the event. You can also paste your here and create the event just side-by-side or user or group and category. So we are using the category here basically. It may be the possibility that you are not visible. We are working on that. If it is not visible at your end, you can just send us the counseling schedule to us. But I will suggest you to create, announce in the discussion forum and just make the announcement. So just select the category. I'm choosing the sidewise because it's see. So this counseling will be triggered. So once the user will come to this calendar, the notification will come like this. But today is the 30th counseling. So it will be shown in the calendar. When we go to the full calendar, see counseling for particular course and this kind of the things you can do in the LMS. But my recommendation is that you go to the course, make the announcement. That will be best way to do that. Even you can also announce the group category wise also. If you want to make a announcement for individual category, you just choose the category and just make the announcement. See, group 1 have 1 announcement and group 2 has the 2 announcements. So you can also do accordingly. And moreover, when you make the announcement, it will be delivered to the learner's email ID also, or their activity also.
Okay, regarding the second part of the question was the payment received. I think you can always send it to RSD. That is an internal issue. We can sort it out, that how we are doing it earlier or how we can be doing it.
Ma'am, in this LMS have one feature to export the log. So if you are exporting the log of the particular course, you will get who has evaluated which assignment for which belong to the learner. So we can also do one thing. We can export the log of the evaluation or grading of the course, and that can be useful for verifying the claim from the counselor.
Okay. Dr. Shobha?
Hello, good
Yeah,
evening, madam.
Yeah.
Ma'am, there is a question that's just a suggestion I'm trying to say. Ma'am, either you can send us a step-by-step methodology to open it, LMS, and also, or else you can send us a PPT.
We will do both. PPT
Okay,
we
ma'am.
will be sending it to you soon. And we have some FAQs ready, which will be ready in maybe another 2, 3, 5 days. We will be posting it on the LMS page, the notification point. And then we will try to have this as step by step. Already RSD has prepared those screenshots. It's just that they are working it out, and we will definitely put it on the notification.
Then it will be easy for us, madam. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you,
We will
madam.
do. Thank you so
Madam,
much.
in
Dr.
this
Shobha.
respect, Kolkata regional sector is very efficient and they are doing it very well. Every project they are also communicating with us, and we face hardly any problem, particularly any other courses. Hopefully, it will be also successful.
Yes, it will be successful, definitely.
Ma'am,
Arman?
excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
I have a small question. Supposing that people are working in the government actually, and we are also the council. So you are preparing the program for the second Saturday and Sunday. Sunday is okay, but Saturday the time schedule should be little bit. It may be from 5 o'clock after, so that could be better for the government officials to take the classes. Otherwise, I think this will be a problem for this. Supposing, and second question is, supposing there will be an urgent meeting that we may skip up the program. So what would be the result that I want to know?
Okay, we will, regarding the first question, the time schedule, we will see how to manage it out. And then regarding the second, if you skip it, inform your regional centers, they can take a call and inform the students well in time. So that's the only suggestion I have right now. But yes, you need to be in contact with the regional centers so that they schedule it, reschedule it accordingly and inform, because these are international students, they need information on time.
Right, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, I want to add one thing in the question asked from the RC Bhubaneswar. Sir, regarding the sharing the information to the learner, one more option is there. Within a course, you can send them entire schedule as a mail. So how you can do that? You just come, this is for the RC only. You come to under the course section, under the participant, select your respective group. If multiple group is there, suppose 2 groups we have created. So let me show the actual example. RC Bhubaneswar. For example, I has chosen the MRD for this course. So under the participant, I just click on the group. Currently, Lucknow July 22 batch is there. For example, in future, the new batch will come. So similarly, the different groups will be available. So you have to just filter your record, select the group and filter. multi-group can be also filtered. If you want to send a message to more than 2 groups, you just select all the group and then filter your record. And what you can do, you just select all the learners. Click here and select all. And go to the drop down. There is a send a message. Just click here, paste your entire counseling schedule here, and just click on the send message to 132 people. Means your entire counseling schedule will be delivered to respective learners' email ID. So, and there will be no gap, no chances that it will be not delivered. 100% it will be delivered. If not, some case, some cases, some by chance it is not delivered, then learner messaging system will be available. So once the learner will come under the dashboard, there is a icon called the messaging. In the private message, entire message is visible here like this. So learner will have, for example, let me visit to any learners profile. When learner will come, they will have this profile messaging. So in the messaging, learner will have entire threading messages who has sent to them. So this is the another way how you can send the message, notify to the learner regarding any type of the communication from the RC, from the counselor, from the program coordinator or the course coordinator. Even from head office, we are also communicating in the same manner. So this is the best way you can communicate with the learner, and the record will be remain stored in the LMS platform. Anytime you can check, you can communicate what message I have sent from the RC, what message you have sent to them. You can just check and confirm that this kind of the message is already sent to you.
Vinay,
Thank
I
you,
have
sir.
a question for you, because we don't have this recording facility with all the email IDs that are there in the IGNOU domain. So like suppose if I create a few Google Meet links from the RC mail ID, which has the recording facility, and simultaneously, how many such links can simultaneously function? Like if the classes are going on simultaneously for say 3-4 programs or maybe 5-6 programs, so will those links work simultaneously if they are created from the same email ID?
Let me answer this. So, Moniji, we have limited license in Google Meet also, and each regional center we have distributed one. We cannot afford to have program-wise email IDs available. If there is a requirement, we will look into it. But at the moment, you have to schedule the sessions in a manner that they don't run parallelly. So with the same link, actually, if you can, with the same email ID, if it can be worked out, scheduled in a manner so that it is distributed.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Arman, you have a question?
Madam, namaskar.
Namaste.
Myself, DR Sharma from RC Pune. Can I talk, madam?
Sure.
Just now, Professor Uma Kanjilal madam told me that one thing I could not understand. We are having 3 programs and 3 dedicated email IDs have been given to us. Whether all the 3 will be having the recording facility, madam? Because we will be using one for one program as given by COE or computer division.
No, this I think I have to check how many have been distributed. As I said, we had bought licenses for limited 100 licenses, and that was distributed across your regional centers and across the schools and other divisions. So we have to check. I don't know if you have with the recording facility or without the recording facility. I will just look into it and we will revert back on that.
Thank you.
Otherwise, your normal email ID, earlier it was working, now it won't work for the regular recording of sessions.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have a small query. Ma'am, if you don't create a schedule for the courses parallelly, then it will be very difficult for us to complete the syllabus in a period of 5 months that are available with us.
Yeah, so let me know this requirement. If it is there, we will work, and since computer division also I'm looking into, So because last time when we had proposed, it was for 250 licenses. Vice Chancellor said that just start with 100. If requirement comes, then we can reconsider. So let us know exactly how you are planning, what are your requirements, we will look into it.
Ma'am, last time when we had a meeting, especially to discuss this e-Vidya Bharati project and all, in fact, we were told to have a dedicated email IDs program-wise. For example, if regional center has got 4 programs, then you're supposed to have 4 email ID, dedicated email ID with the recording facility.
So that we did for the goal project, but we will have to look into it.
Okay.
Whether it is feasible or not.
And also,
so we will look into it.
Yeah, and also kindly see that in fact, session has to be parallel, ma'am. Otherwise, we will be unable to complete.
Parallel, we cannot have, if you are running 10 programs, having parallel giving you 10 this thing IDs will be difficult. So how best you can optimize, that is important.
If not 10, at least the 3 programs can be run parallelly, ma'am.
Okay, that will do. I think that we will relook. If licenses are left, then we will redistribute. We will actually, I'll look into the matter and get back to you on this.
Thank you.
Okay, friends. Any other question you have?
Ma'am, this is Swati. Once again, can I just come in for 2 seconds?
Sure.
Ma'am, since I had made that query about that certificate thing, so I really, and as you said, there is no such provision. So I want to make an official request, please consider that, because that is going to add to our profile and it is going to help us in, in future also, since it's such an exclusive program. This is what I wanted to say.
Yeah, sure. We will look into it. It's we have noted it. So we will discuss this with the Director RSD. So we will work on it.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, friends, any other questions you have? Because we know that, this is a beginning, but you have already worked for other programs, like the goal one. But we will cross the bridge as we go about it.
Yeah, so Madhu, I will make some quick points actually.
Okay.
I joined in, whether it has been covered or not, I don't know. From our experience of running online program and goal program, we received some concerns from the students, in fact, online students. So what they are actually looking forward to when we talk about counseling, a very active participation should be happening. And they look forward to some engaging presentation, which means that if you come up with PowerPoint slides, which are, rich, having rich content nicely presented, I think that adds value. And especially here, we are actually addressing the international students. That's more important. In some cases, we had complaints from students saying that the counselors do not switch on their camera. So we don't know who is speaking, what is happening. So that should be avoided. So you should have your cameras on. That's very important. And then about this assignment thing, I think Professor Anita was mentioning, can we schedule ourselves? You cannot. Every schedule with permission of the competent authority, last date is decided. So individually, counselors or the course coordinators do not have the right to decide the last date of submission of assignments. So this is, if the dates have to be extended, I think with the permission of the competent authority, then only the dates are extended, and this is taken care by SED. So individually, I think no regional center, no coordinator can decide on that. This is very important. And most important thing is all assignment activities have to be done on the LMS only, submission, evaluation. Otherwise, we cannot get, we cannot track the development, because we have seen cases where students have been sending through mail. Please see that it's not entertained, and clearly make it a point that they only submit on the LMS. So these are some of the things that I wanted to put in.
Thank you so much, Professor Uma. Shamla, you want to come on again?
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me on this program. It really sounds like a very prestigious one. I wanted to say that although I am not unfamiliar with online, I have done this kind of use of LMS in other universities, but this is for counseling, this is my first experience with IGNOU, and I've been listening in very carefully, whatever has been discussed this afternoon. But I think I might require a little more guidance on the actual counseling aspect that IGNOU follows. I'm sure you will be sending us emails, and or if there's a place where I can find it online, that would be great too. I'm otherwise associated with the School of Sciences, and I have been counseling their candidates, especially the PhD ones. So I just need a little bit of guidance on this, and I'm hoping that I'll be getting that.
Okay, Shamla, we will see how, because maybe we will be conducting another orientation program for the rest of the other academic counselors in near future. And you can join again, and we will see how we can give you another step-by-step little manual sort of a thing, so that you can learn on your own, and wherever you need some guidance, we will be definitely giving it to you. So,
Thank you.
yeah. So friends, to sum up today's this orientation program, as in the beginning we said that we thank each one of you, the academic counselors, to be with us in this very, very important program. And as said earlier also, you are our ambassadors, IGNOU's ambassadors. So we have to put our best foot forward to the international world. And that's what our request is. All of you, you are the best, because the RCs have selected you because you are the best in your own discipline. So, and I know it requires a little practice to go on to the LMS, but we will see how we make or give you the step-by-step guide. All notifications will be on the LMS. So just frequently you can see those notifications, and we will be sending you the link. To sum up, Professor Uma, you want to say something, or?
No, I think this is a learning for all of us. So any issues that come up, I think we should be also regularly meeting and sorting out problems that come in. Yeah. So I think so as Professor Madhu said, that you are our ambassadors. We are a lot of dependence on you, and I think we need to have best practices in place, because that will be benchmark, and that will be used. So I think that's very important, and we should work together. Any issues, anytime, you're free to put in your queries. And as I said, we should regularly meet so that we can sort out all the problems that are there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. To sum up, I thank our Vice Chancellor, Professor Uma, each one of you, those who have spared their valuable time for us, our regional centers and the RSD, and all of us, we wish you a very, very prosperous 2023. Thank you so much, and we will be meeting more frequently.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Namaskar.